You can lie down for this one if you want to, or you can sit up. I think we've done this meditation a couple of times before in the group. So we can do it again tonight. It requires a little bit of attention and a small amount of effort, not much. It's quite a relaxed and relaxing practice. So close your eyes. With your eyes closed, go through a very gentle review of your day. Starting from when you woke up. Starting from when you woke up. And remember the series of events that have unfolded through the course of the day. Some of which you've had a reasonable degree of agency over, and some of which you may not. Just for a couple of minutes, just a very kind of gentle, doesn't have to be detailed, but gentle, quite speedy review of the day. I'm going to do it as well. You can synchronize it with some abdominal breathing. And then, when you completed your journey through the day, I invite you to consider just a few questions. The first is, what have you learned? Everything's a learning opportunity. What have you learned? It could be a cognitive answer, it could be a kinesthetic answer, doesn't matter. Whichever works for your body, mind, continuum. What have you learned? And the next question is, if you could go back and do things differently, what things would you do differently and why? Which to a degree is an amplification of the question, what have you learned? And the last question is, what do you celebrate about your choices and behaviors today? What do you celebrate? What would you give yourself a high five for? And then when you've done that, let go. Let go of the day. Bring yourself resoundingly back to the breath here now. Eyes can be closed. And we're going to breathe into the abdomen, front, side, back. And then up into the lower thoracics, getting a very horizontal breath into the lower thoracics. So these lower ribs in. So opening the lower lobes of the lung. And then breathe out, let go from there. So we're not going to take the breath up into the upper thoracics, not yet anyway. Get to the point where you can feel these side ribs opening, and then let go there. So the exhale is a passive release. The inhale is abdominal, front, side, back, and the lower ribs. As you're breathing like this, find a rhythm that works for you tonight. It's front, side, back, abdominal, lower ribs, ribs 6 to 10, expanding horizontally. On the inhale, and passive release on the exhale, and finding your rhythm. And remember that event which you gave yourself a high five for, the behaviors you celebrated. Just recall them once again. And breathe them in and savor them for a moment longer. Really feel them, savor them, enjoy them, celebrate that dopamine moment. And as you do this, notice how your facial muscles are. Exaggerate the facial muscles, soft, open, smile. Make that smile really big. Breathe that smile into the center of the brain. Hold the breath for a moment. Hold the breath, hold the breath. Let the feeling, kinesthetic quality, the energy of the smile, if you think in those terms, just let it rest in the center of the brain for a moment. And then breathe out and let go. And let the breath feeling melt on the exhale. So we're going to keep gently amplifying that smile feeling. And breathing that back into the brain on the inhalation. And a gentle breath hold. And on the exhalation, just let the whole feeling and the breath relax and melt. Breathe out, smile into your ears. As you breathe it into the ears, feel them soften and relax. Breathe that smile into your eyes. Into your mouth and your tongue. Breathe it into the mouth and the tongue. It's like breathing that smile back into the whole of the cranium, the whole of the head, the scalp, the hair, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the tongue. And let the breath melt on the exhale. If it helps, you can let the tongue slide along the roof of the mouth a little bit. Again, find a place where it feels comfortable to relax. And maybe it doesn't need to move. Then breathe that smile now into the head, the ears, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the tongue, and into the throat as well. Into the throat and into the tips of the hair at the same time. And then from there, let that smile energy reaching through, flooding the head, flooding the brain, flooding all the sense organs in the head, flooding through the neck, trickle, pour down into the heart until the heart starts to overflow. Into the heart space. And then everything melts on the exhale. Keep smiling, big smile. And then into the shoulders. As you bring the breath movement feeling, this smile energy into the shoulders, let them more and more fully relax. Down into the upper arms, pour that smile energy. It's like trickling water down through a waterfall, very slowly. Trickle it down through into the upper arms with every in-breath, relaxing on the exhale, letting go even more fully on the exhale. And the elbows. Fill your elbows. And into the forearms. Maybe the arms feel a little bit heavier, maybe they feel lighter. Breathe down into them as if you're breathing this smile energy all the way through down to the wrists. And it pauses there for a moment as you mount the arms on the exhalation over and over again. And then from the wrists down into the palms, and the palms down into the fingers. And the fingers to the fingertips. And let this breath, movement, smiling energy flood out of your fingertips until it pours onto the floor around you. Still holding the breath, the peak of the inhale, flooding the system with the smile energy there at the peak of the inhale, and then exhale, letting go, letting go, letting go. And back to the heart. Flooding through the whole upper body, the arms, the hands, the head, down to just above the diaphragm. And let it trickle through the diaphragm now, down into the belly, into the liver. From the right-hand side of your body into the liver, just below the diaphragm. And feel that liver relax and soften. And into the stomach. Just to the left of center below the diaphragm. Into the pancreas next to it. And the spleen. These organs are being bathed in this breath movement energy. Down into the belly button. into the intestines, into the kidneys. Feel the kidneys relax. If you've been really busy recently, if you've had some stress recently, feel those kidneys relax. As you breathe this smile energy and breathing in, holding it, holding it, holding it. And on the exhale, let it flood down through the body all the way down to the kidneys. Just repeatedly, continuously breathing like this. Slowly, slowly, slowly with the breath. Slow inhale. And then down into the uterus, if you have one, and the ovaries, whatever time of the month you may be in, whatever may be happening. Even if you're in the place of menopause, then let those breath, energy, movement, this sweetness, like energetic honey, trickle down through the ovaries, with everyone into the bladder, and the bladder down through urethra. With everyone, the large intestine, the small intestine, all the intestines flooded and softened with this breath energy. All the way down to the pelvic diaphragm, into the testicles and the penis for those who have them, into the vagina, the labia for those that have them, all the structures of the pelvic floor, flooding the anus, flooding the perineum. Nothing left out. Nothing left out. Everything bathed in this bliss, breath movement energy as you breathe in and hold, and then flood it down through the system with that super relaxed exhale. Down into the hip joints, the muscles of the buttocks, into the muscles of the thighs, quadriceps on the top, the adductors on the inner thighs, the hamstrings on the underside of the thighs, and the tensor fasciolata, the muscle and the strip of tendinous tissue on the side. All of these aspects of the thighs being held in this embrace, being nourished, being flooded with this nectar. And the smile on your face is getting even bigger, like the Cheshire Cat almost. And sometimes it feels like your body's dissolving in this nectar, and there is just a smile left. Sometimes it feels like that. It's crazy, big, big, big smile just flooding the whole system with delight, softness, peace, goodness. And down into the knees. Those knees that work so hard, holding us up, walking, running, squatting, doing what they do so well. This unusual little joint. And down into the shins, trickling down through the bones and the muscles, the double bones of the shins, tibia and the fibula, into all the muscles, tibialis muscles, gastrocnemius, soleus, fibularis muscles. And flexors and extensors of the feet, inverters and everters of the feet. Feel them flooded with this delight. And then it comes down and pours down through the ankles as well. Pours down through the ankles as well. And then down into the heels, and the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet and the toes. Breathing in this immense, beautiful smile energy. This sunshine, holding the breath and breathing out now through the whole body, all the way, through every part of the body, arms down to fingertips, the chest, the thorax, the abdomen, pelvis, pelvic floor, the thighs, the shins, ankles, the feet, flooding out through the feet. It's like the body's become a conduit, a channel, a flow, a riverbed for a stream of increasingly beautiful, soft radiance. Carries with it the energy of the smile, the bliss, the delight, the clarity. Breathing in and holding, and then breathing out, flooding the system. It's like being drunk on goodness. Or an infinite loop of nectar that just flows. Whole body. The whole body. Nothing left out. Breathing in, holding the breath, flooding the whole body and around the body. It's like there's loops of energy around the body, enveloping, containing The smile energy becomes like an envelope, an egg, and ellipse around you. And then at the end of the next inhale, just hold the breath and stay holding the breath now. As you hold the breath, squeeze the muscles of the tummy, squeeze the pelvic floor inwards and upwards, squeeze the tummy muscles in, push the diaphragm down a little tiny bit so it feels like you're squeezing the belly. It's like packing energy into the belly, packing the chi, the prana, into the belly. And releasing whenever you breathe out. Let's take 4 breaths like that, doing this beautiful full inhale, holding the breath, and then packing the chi, packing the prana into the belly with those muscular squeezes. You can hold it in one long, gentle, contained squeeze. You can hold it with a series of pulses. Both feel slightly different. Again, find out what feels right for your body tonight. And that's about 3 already. And 4. Now I'm going to do the same, but this time squeezing the muscles of the arms as well. Just 4 times, 4 breath holds. It's like you're squashing all the muscles in the arms in slightly. Again, packing that chi into the bones. Yes, at least 2 breaths, just another 2 breaths like this. Now the same with the legs, the belly and the legs. Just the belly and the legs. Holding the breath for as long as feels good. Squeezing those muscles around the belly, squeezing those muscles in on the legs, packing that chi. Getting into those breath holds. Doesn't matter how long they are, it's not relevant. Not counting, not competing. All right, it's at least 3 breaths now. 1 more breath here like this. Squeeze those muscles of the legs gently on the inhale, hold, and then release, let go, let go, let go, let go on the exhale. We've been breathing this bliss, this delight, this smile through the body, and now we're packing it in. Again, this time we're going to do another 4 breaths and another 4 breath holds, but this time with the belly and the chest and the head. You can feel the muscles in the neck switch on, the muscles around the face. That's one more breath like this. Now we're going to do the belly and the arms and the legs, and then the chest and the head in that order, but all together. Start with the belly. On the in-breath, hold. You can breathe in, hold the breath, squeeze the tummy muscles in, squeeze the muscles of the arms, squeeze the muscles of the legs, squeeze the muscles of the chest, squeeze the muscles of the head. And hold that whole body squeeze, just gently. Again, you can do a continuous squeeze. You can softly pulse it if it feels right to do that. And just trust your body. And then when you're ready to exhale, just let go completely. Let go, let go, let go of everything. And 3 more breaths like this. Your last breath like this. Now get the breath feeling moving like you're breathing from the feet to the crown of the head on the inhale. So scanning the body on the inhale. About a rhythm of 1, 2, and 3, and 4 on the inhale, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4 on the exhale. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4 on the inhale. Let's go all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale from the crown of the head down. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and inhale. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and exhale. And 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Inhale. 1. Yours is slightly different. Do it slightly differently, but roughly this kind of rhythm. Just a few breaths more. It's a short number of breaths. Now can we go for 2-second inhale, 1 and 2, and exhale, 1 and 2, and inhale, 1 and 2, and exhale, 1 and 2, and inhale, 1 and 2, into those horizontal ribs, remember, and exhale, 1 and 2, and inhale, 1 and 2. It's quite a fast breath, and exhale, 1 and 2, inhale, 1 and 2, and exhale, 1 and 2. Inhale, 1, 2, and exhale, 1, 2. Inhale, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, and then hold the breath out. Squeeze the breath out. Squeeze your tummy in. Squeeze the muscles into the belly, into the arms, into the legs, into the chest, into the head. Gently squeeze on the breath hole. Very gentle, but quite firm. Don't breathe yet. Just hold the breath out. And then relax all the muscles now. Relax the muscles first. Wiggle the body a little bit. Wiggle the body a tiny little bit. Now exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale into softness. Whole body becoming soft. The whole body becoming relaxed. The whole body letting go. Let the breath flood into the belly and into the lower ribs. The next rhythm we're coming to is a 6-second inhale, slightly shorter than a second, but a 6-count inhale, a 6-count exhale. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 on the inhale. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6 on the exhale. Scanning the whole body from the feet on the inhale. 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 6 to the crown of the head. And the exhale, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And on the inhale, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And on the exhale, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And the inhale, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. And then on the exhale, just continue this pattern now for another number of breaths. Keep going. Let your body move if it needs to. Let it move with the breath. Let it move with the feeling. Stay disciplined. Stay steady with the rhythm. And then move it to a 3-3. 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. Or 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. 1, 2, 3 on the inhale. 1, 2, 3 on the exhale. Keep it steady. Keep going with this rhythm for a short while. At the end of the next inhale, hold the breath. Squeeze the tummy muscles all around the belly, the pelvic floor, the front of the belly, the back of the belly, the diaphragm. Squeeze the muscles of the arms, the muscles of the legs, the muscles of the chest, and the muscles of the head. Hold the breath in the body. Hold the breath in. Hold the breath in. And when you let go into the exhale, do the same on the exhale. Fully exhale. Squeeze the tummy muscles in, even though you're exhaling, and the arm muscles, and the leg muscles, and the chest muscles, and the head muscles. Packing the chi. Hold that squeeze for a little while, just while you hold the breath. And relax the breath. Relax into the breathing now. Let the breath now control itself. Let the breath now control itself. And all that's left is a smile. Feel the smile. The energy of that smile flood through all the cells of the body, all the mitochondria. Just letting the body breathe itself. Letting go. In your own time, do another couple of breath holds. A couple of them on the in-breath, at the end of the in-breath, a couple of them at the end of the exhale. Using that gentle squeeze technique. Squeezing the whole body softly on the hold. In your own time. And keep letting go. Just another few minutes of doing absolutely nothing now. Just to increase a little bit of vagal tone. I invite you to make some sound. Could be a hum, could be an R sound or an oo sound or an E sound, kind of vowel sound. It could be a hum as well. Just find a sound, and you can move between sounds. So find a sound that feels like it adds to the state you're in. It enhances the experience that you're currently in. It emphasizes it a little bit more, softens it a little bit more, accentuates it. And at the same time, the sound kind of punctuates the experience to give you a possibility of movement. Instantly and rapidly finding a childlike freedom of sound creation without self-consciousness. Just a couple more tones like this. And if you're not on your side yet, curl up on your side for a little while. If you want to, you can stay in a relaxation state for a little while. If you want to come up to continue the evening in a different way and do some other things, then you can start to move. Breathe and move in a moment or two. Then come up towards sitting. So it depends what you're doing tonight, what your plans are. I'm going to close the session there this evening with deep gratitude for joining me. Deep gratitude for you looking after yourself and coming along. And enjoy the smile. And have a beautiful evening. Thank you very much indeed.